Okay, so we're just going to go into straight factoring, and we're going to go over common factoring and then factoring of trinomials. Okay, and then the first thing we should always do is always look for common factoring first. Okay, so common factoring is we look through the terms, and in this case there are three terms. If there's three terms, that means this is a trinomial. We look for a value that comes out of them. So the first thing we're going to look into are the coefficients, which are the numbers attached to all the variables. Can you see a common factor in them off the top of your head?
10.
Close, that's not quite one. But what we can do instead, if we're unable to see one right away, we're going to write out factors of each of the values. So I take each of these values. So we have 35, 20, and 10. We're going to make a list of all the factors of these numbers. So we'll start with 10 to start. Do you know any factors of 10? So those are numbers that multiply to 10.
Oh, okay. So 1 and 10.
1 and 10.
2 and 5.
5. Perfect. Great. Okay. And it's usually best, if we can, to put them in order from least to greatest. So I'm just going to reorder that, okay? So the factors will be 1, 2, 5, and 10. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. How about 20? Well, we know 1, and we know 20 will be the largest. Does 2 go in?
Yeah.
How many times?
10.
Yeah. 3?
I don't think so.
4?
Yeah.
Do you know what it has to multiply by?
7.
Not quite. Maybe try on your calculator.
Sure. 4 times 5.
That's right. 5. Perfect. All right, you keep using that calculator. Let's get some factors of 35 also. We know 1 and 35 will work.
Yeah. 5 and 7.
That's right. 5 and 7 will work. 2 doesn't go in. 3 doesn't go in. 4 doesn't go in. 5 does. So that's it. Those are the only factors. So let's actually move them a little closer to each other. Okay. So these are all our factors. We're going to look for the greatest common factor. So obviously the value of 1 is a common factor in all of them. 2, no. Is 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is 7?
No.
No. 35?
No.
No. So what's the greatest common factor here?
5.
5. So that's going to be very important for us.
Okay.
This 5 is what we're going to divide each of these values by. The other thing we have to look at are all of the variables in this question. The variables in this question are m. Now we actually have m cubed, m squared, and there's technically to the power of 1 there.
Okay.
That's m to the power of 1. Now this is a little easier. All we do is we take out the variable with the smallest exponent. So which variable will that be?
10m.
Yeah, well, not the 10, just focused on the m. So the m to the power of 1. So we have the number, we're going to take 5 out, and we're going to take m to the power of 1 out. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this question, and we're actually going to do this in a different video. We'll do that one a little after. Okay? We'll rewrite this question. Y equals negative 35m cubed plus 20m squared minus 10m1. Like I said, we got our common factors. Okay, we're going to divide by 5m1 every single time. Okay? So on our next line, what it's going to read is y is equal to 5m to the power of 1. And then in brackets, we have to solve each of these pairings. And when we solve that, that becomes the new number. And then we'll have another new number and another new number. So we'll have 3 new numbers in there. Okay? So first, let's use our calculator. What's negative 35 divided by 5?
Negative 7.
Yeah, so we have negative 7. And now this part we won't be able to use a calculator for. M cubed divided by m1. Well, when we have common exponents, we subtract, when we have common bases, we subtract the exponents. So it's going to be m.
Squared.
Yeah, because 3 minus 1 is 2. So it's going to be m squared. So that's the first one. Next one, what is 20 divided by 5?
4.
And it's going to be positive 4. And what m is this? What power will this be to?
1.
Yeah, to 1. Great. Negative 10 subtract 5?
-2.
Uh-huh. And what about the variable here? M to the power of what?
It wouldn't have a power.
Yeah, that's right. It would be 0. And what that means is the m cancels out. So we don't need to actually write it in. So the m gets canceled out. So now, this is our answer common factored. Y equals 5m. We don't actually have to write to the power of 1. Okay, 5m. Negative 7m squared minus 4m. We don't have to write 1. Minus 2. And that's it. That would be our answer for our common factoring in this question. Okay?